Well, that was a long way on the boat, wasn't it? So I've landed, I'm on land now, and I thought I'd take you through the van actually. So I've been traveling around, saw some great mates and family and caught up with everyone, which was fantastic. So I'm out in the bush now, which is pretty cool, by myself. Yeah, so I thought I'd take you through the beast. I haven't actually sort of told anyone what's going on underneath. So my uncle Roar and I put this in. That's bolted in for the gas bottle, 4 kilogram gas bottle, which is which is great. The weight doesn't really work with the door when you push it up. If you've got the bottle on it, of course, there's too much weight. So I take that down when I pitch up somewhere, and that's fine. It's just for travelling mainly. Got bed, which is great. And this folds down, which is awesome. I've attached it to the old seat belts here, so that makes it a bit more sturdy, which is awesome. And this is like a big chopping board, so plenty of room to sort of get ready for tea and breakfast, that kind of thing. But just the sort of electronics, I thought I'd show you quickly. I've got a 40 amp hour solar controller. I've got 300 watts on the forward of the van, so that's fixed there. But a lot of the time it's covered by the kayak by about a third, which I thought about for a long time, but I figure when I'm traveling, this battery's been charged by under the hood battery anyway. So I've got a one-way switch to the auxiliary, so it's constantly charging when I'm driving. So therefore the solar doesn't really come into play that much unless I pitch up somewhere, which I've been here for a few days and got the kayak down. So 300 watts on the forward. So that fixed solar is this a Kogan one, but it's going really well. And then I've got a 200 watt XTM solar blanket, and I put that on the windscreen, and that's 500 watts. In full sun, it's amazing. It fully charges these guys really quick. So I've got a 120 amp hour lead acid battery in this battery box here, just an old Thunder battery box. And I've got a 26 hour lithium amp hour kick-ass battery here, which is a little doozy. So basically during the day when the sun's out, I give them both a really good charge, and this little guy can run my 52 litre Brass Monkey fridge overnight. So yeah, it's great. So I often do that to give the big guy a rest and just keep the volts up. And apart from that, I've got a little bit of glamping. Hot water system, so I don't recommend installing it inside or anything, but this is going to be used with everything open and nothing close to it, so it can't burn or anything. So it's pretty good. Yeah, so I've got 20 litre water bottle up there just for showering, and that's fixed there. I can move it, but I've got to move the fridge, but it's all powered by the 6 litre pump, so that's basically gets the water everywhere, and that runs into the battery. I just got to install a switch for that, I think, to make things a little bit easier. But yeah, I've got 2 fishing rods I put next to the surfboard here. They're the smaller sort of rods I have, and then the big one up here, that's a combo from Cousin Arch, thanks mate. It's unreal, so it's a 600 reel, and yeah, that's for off the rocks and like in estuaries for where I might catch bigger fish. Yeah, so I'll put it up there so because it doesn't fit here and it's out of the way, and it's looked after, and I like to look at it and think what I'm gonna go catch, which is cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, so Bo Young, I love this board. Wombat. That's under here and nice and protected out of the way. And next to that, I put my kayak paddle. So it splits in 2, and I pop it down the side, which is great. Yeah, so I've got a power box for when I pitch up to 240 power sites and that kind of thing, so I can plug everything into them and make sure it's all charged. And I've got a battery charger underneath just in there, which is good. And Anderson adapter fuse box, which is great as well. And pots and pans, bit of extra cutlery, cups, that kind of thing going here. And just the essentials, what I've got going on. Oh yep, my nephew's Lucky Rocky gave me, thanks Levi. Just pretty funny. And Ash, my other nephew, g'day mate. And Lex and Soph, my nieces, hope you're going well. Yeah, so my one handy thing that pops out. So this is great, I've found for travelling. Just a knife, fold out knife holder. But you know, a chef's pouch basically. It's got everything I need in it. Don't know if you need this, but I've got it. So that's great for my cooking. Just scissors and you know, microplane, that kind of thing. Egg flips. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for out the back here. And so far so good. There's my mate the kayak. G'day buddy, that's Raphael. And yeah, here we have the inside. You don't have a lot of room of course, but this is like my lounge room, which I hang out in a lot. That's awesome. Real comfy seat. These Delicas have comfiest seats ever. So I've decided to keep that in, but I've taken all the other ones out. So the bed is connected to this metal leg here, and another one, a wooden one at the back, just to give me all this room underneath here. So I've got the pantry. This is this one here, and this is just a long bucket for whenever I need it, or I can stand in it and have a shower. Sauces and spices, and just all my vitamins and stuff up there. But that's there, and that's, I keep a 20-litre water bottle behind that, so that's another water source. But this seat, you know, pops right up. There's my soda stream, which is cool, it keeps me going. Bed's so comfy actually, which is handy, because you know, you want a fair few comforts on the road because it can get a bit hard sometimes. So that's rated to minus 1.2 Wanderer, which is good because it gets cold down here. So this fan's unreal, this brand's unreal. It's got 2 charging points, 3 modes, and it tells you how long. See, I got 60% in the low mode, medium, high. It's awesome, so good. Right, so let's slide this forward. I'll just show you what I've got in here. Can't really see probably, but this is like my toolbox. Got all my tools in there, drill in case I ever need it. This is my fridge, this is a table, camera, and that's all my kayak gear. So that's quite a big box I put behind there. So it's got my life vest, PLB, all that kind of stuff, sort of, and a fair bit of fishing gear as well. So that's out of the way, just because I don't use it day to day unless I'm pitched up somewhere. Yeah, so that slides back, easy peasy. That's basically it. This is my desk, which is cool, so I can do some editing and, you know, just have my computer there and sit here and watch it, which is fantastic. Got a shower awning. I haven't used that yet, but I just figure it gets so cold down here that it'll come in handy, just the wind factor, and then just a bigger awning on top of it, so you could be standing out here and have a shower underneath the awning, which is pretty cool. And that's pretty much it. This is my wardrobe. Dirty washing, library, wetsuit. Thanks doggy, good mate gave me that. Yeah, that's basically it. This is 200 watt fold out solar blanket I was telling you about. And yeah, 20 litres of homebrew ginger beer on the way.
Right. Bubbles into beer. All I have to do is split this beer atom. Where's that chisel?
keep that safe. And that's about it. High lift jack and shovel, that's about it, and a kayak on the top. And this cord runs to the blanket at the back here. Rightio. So that was just the quick run through of the van. Let me know if you want me to answer any questions or anything, and I'll answer them as best I can. But all I can say is these Delicas, the beast, yeah, it's been very reliable so far for a couple of years now. It's fantastic, full drive, unreal, and I mean, I don't flog it, of course, I look after it, so, and it looks after me, which is cool. Yeah, it's awesome. Touch wood. Yeah, so yeah, very happy, and it's consistent, keeps me going, so that's very cool. All right, there's my run through. I'll catch you next time. I think next time catching fish and getting oysters off the rocks, and a big surprise coming up too, I think. Anyway, I'll see you there. Catch ya.